Hi kids, welcome to Asynchronous Day 1. Today we're going to learn how to complete a scientific sketch. And so the first thing you need to do is you're going to follow along with the PowerPoint that I've attached, and you are going to take notes about scientific sketching. So I just want to review with you how to set up your notebook paper. So first and last name, the date, the period, either 3 or 6, and then science. And then you have a heading or a topic, scientific sketch. And then your essential question. I always do the essential question in another color just because I want it to stand out. How does a scientist create a visual representation of something they are studying? And I want to talk to you about what a visual representation is. Visual means that you can see it. So it'd be like a picture. Representation means something that takes the place of something. So when we do math mashups, your representation are like the rockets or the planets or pirate or wheel, whatever it is. So as scientists, we're going to be studying lots of things. And this week we studied systems, and I had some of you guys draw a sketch of something and label it. Some of you did really detailed sketches, so you guys are already like awesome scientists. And some of you need some work on it. So we're going to learn how to take a scientific sketch. So you're going to have a notes section and a question section. Questions are usually in red, and you do those at the end of your notes after you're reflecting. So if you go through the PowerPoint, there's some slides, and one of the slides tells you what scientific sketching is. So we're going to talk about what scientific sketching is. And we're going to say a scientific sketch has the following. And I'm going to write A, B, C, D, E to help me remember. And A stands for accurate. Accurate means that it needs to represent or look like the object that you are trying to capture. So if you are trying to draw a picture of a heart, it needs to look exactly like a heart, an anatomically correct heart, not the little fun little doodly hearts that we always make. So this week, in your next asynchronous day, you are going to be actually drawing a picture of a leaf. You're going to find a plant leaf or some kind of organic material like a stick or something and actually label it. I would do a leaf because that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So, accurate. It also needs to be big. That means it needs to be large enough that somebody can read it. It can't be this small little itty bitty picture that nobody can see. It also needs to be colorful. It needs to match what you are trying to visually represent. So the colors of your picture, your sketch, have to match your leaf so that somebody can look at your sketch and go, oh yeah, that leaf is the leaf over there. I see it. Another one is detailed, and that also goes with everything else. If I put your leaf in a box with a bunch of leaves, I should be able to find your leaf by looking at your picture. And then explained means all of those details, or all those labels and everything are on there along with a title and everything, and we're going to get into that. So you want to convey as much information as you can. So we're going to talk about how you do that. How do you actually create a scientific sketch? So let me move my camera down so you can get to the rest of your notes. So we have 6 steps. So I'm just going to write steps, and we're going to go through them. The first step is you actually trace the object. And I will be showing you how to do that on your next asynchronous day. And you might want to look at the PowerPoint and add some more information here. The second step is to draw a center line and connect the dots. And that will make more sense as I show you how to do it on our next day. It needs to have a zoomed in section. You need to have a small section that you zoom in on that gives you more details. You need to have labels. This is the vein, this is artery, whatever it is you're labeling. You need to have I wonder questions. And the last thing is it needs to have color. Color the same as what you're drawing. So your rest of your job to do today, and you always have to add a date and a title to your sketch. So I'm going to put that down there. Because your leaf might change. If it's fall, it might be changing color. So we need to know what time of year you drew your sketch in case it was of a leaf that changes color. So at the very bottom, you do your reflection or summary, and I want you to answer the question in that reflection. So if you're answering the essential question, how does a scientist create a visual representation of something they are studying, you would say a scientist can create a blank, you have to fill in that blank, to have a visual of what they're studying. Then you're going to go into detail about what your scientific sketch has to have. It must include, and you guys are going to finish this, you need to tell me all the things it has to have. Excuse me. So that is it, and I think you guys will actually have fun on the next part of this assignment. So make sure you take a picture of this after you're done take a picture of your notes and turn that into Classroom, and we will learn how to take a sketch next time.